Welcome to Diva's Nest. Hope you're all doing good and safe. Today we are going to make a very simple, tasty and tangy curry which is best to have along with rice. And this recipe has very minimum ingredients. The main ingredients for this curry is raw banana. So you can use this particular type or you can also use Nendra banana, whichever is available. So here first we need to peel off the skin and then we will cut it into small cubes. So as you know, the raw banana will have that black color sticky ingredient on it. So to remove that, we'll add some salt and just rub it using our palm nicely, and then we need to wash it with a running tap water. So once you wash it and ensure it is clean, then we will start the cooking process. So we'll take a pan. Here I am taking a clay pot. Into that add the banana pieces, and then we will add some turmeric powder. We can also add a pinch of salt, and then we will add water as per requirement, and then we need to allow it to cook. It will take around 5 to 10 minutes for it to be cooked well. So we'll cover it and then allow it to cook. In the meantime, we'll start making the masala. So here I've taken around 7 to 8 dried red chili, and I've taken some shallots and around 2 tablespoons of coriander seeds, fresh coriander seeds, and 1 teaspoon of methi seeds. You can increase the quantity or decrease the quantity of chili according to your taste. Then we will add all these ingredients to the pan, and then we need to dry roast it. We don't have to add oil. That is one of the best advantage of this curry. We use very little oil, and then we need to roast it on low flame. Just ensure it is not getting burnt, and once that is ready, we need to allow it to cool down completely. So in the meantime, we'll just check on the banana which is getting cooked. So here you see it is all done. Now we can remove it from this pan and allow this also to completely cool down. Once it gets cooled down, we will start making the masala paste. So into a grinder, we will add the ingredients, the dry roasted ingredients. So here we'll add all of it together, and then we'll first coarsely grind it without adding water, and then we'll add water little by little and then grind it into a very fine and smooth paste. So if you add water up front, then if it is more, then you will not be able to grind it into a paste like this. So then once this is ready, the next process what we are going to do is we are going to add the cooked bananas into this. So here you have an option. Either you can add all of it together and then grind it, or if you want the curry to have some pieces of the cooked banana, if that is preferred, you can partially add the cooked banana here, and then remaining you can add it into the gravy. So here I am adding all of it together, so children do not have anything to pick and keep aside, and we are using that same water in which it was cooked. Then we'll cover it and then grind it into a very smooth paste. So here you see the gravy is it's a creamy texture. So we'll add it into that same clay pot, and now we need to add water and adjust the consistency of it. So you can also add a little bit of salt according to taste, and then we need to allow it to cook for at least 5 to 10 minutes. Just allow it to come to a boil, and then we can add the next ingredient. So if required, you can just cover it with a lid and then allow it to cook for around 5 minutes. So here now it has come to a boil. Next we'll add the main ingredient, that is the tamarind pulp. So here I've taken a large lemon sized tamarind, and we'll add the juice into it. So after adding the tamarind pulp, then we need to allow it to cook for around 5-10 minutes, and then the curry is ready. So you can see a creamy tasty curry is ready for rice. So now only thing left is we need to do the seasoning. So here I've taken a pan and added some coconut oil, and into that I'm adding some shallots, finely chopped shallots. We need to saute it till it turns light golden brown. Just ensure it is not getting burnt, and then we can add some curry leaves into it, and also we can add dried red chilies if available, and then we will have to just transfer it on top of this curry, and it is ready. It's so aromatic and very tasty. And once you add the seasoning, then we will immediately cover it with a lid, and then till we are serving it. Hope you all liked it. Thank you so much for watching.